Many in the U.S. keep looking back. Political debate still rages in the days after the acquittal of former President Donald Trump for his role in the Capitol riot. He watched the impeachment proceedings from his new home in Florida. It's a political battleground that remains divided over Trump and the country's future.
Donald Trump is a hero to Willy Guardiola. He lives a 30-minute drive away from the former president's home in Palm Beach. He's never met Trump, but is a staunch supporter who doesn't believe he lost the election.
It's a big lie. I still believe in him. I still believe that he is the leader of this country. I still refer to him as our president.
After leaving the White House, Trump has been living at Mar-a-Lago. This private club for the rich is set to be both his residence and headquarters. He doesn't want to be just another senior playing golf. The head of the House Republican Conference has already paid him a visit. Yet on this playground of millionaires and billionaires, people are wary. Despite Trump's acquittal at his second impeachment trial, many rich neighbors and generous benefactors are now keeping their distance.
After the insurrection, things changed. He became a dangerous, damaging character, and many people don't want any more to do with him. That's why some people say they're leaving the club.
But many of more modest means are diehard Trump supporters. Some call in daily to a conservative radio talk show hosted by Brian Mudd. There, people believe the impeachment trial was simply a witch hunt.
Al, what say you? Would you vote for Trump again?
Of course I would. He shook things up in Washington, D.C. That's one of the reasons why they got rid of him.
There are many conservative media outlets in Florida with hosts like Mudd who want to continue supporting Trump's political future.
There's a lot of personal sacrifice there. There are very few examples in modern times, I think, that are analogous to what we've seen with Donald Trump.
And their faith in him hasn't wavered. Every Friday, locals get together at this intersection. Organizer Guardiola thinks Trump should simply dissolve the Republican Party.
So come up with a new name, a facelift, and bring in people who are going to be loyal to America first, Trump second, and, put your hand on the Holy Bible.
And these people would love to be part of that new movement that supposedly will be launched soon from Trump's new headquarters in Florida.
DW correspondent Stefan Simons is in Washington, where he asks if people in the U.S. can come together again after the Trump years.
The walkways and streets around the U.S. Capitol are covered with a thin layer of ice. Things are still frosty in Washington, one day after the historical impeachment trial and acquittal of former President Donald J. Trump.
The past week of drama and excitement in the Capitol right here is finally behind us. The second impeachment and acquittal of Donald J. Trump, now former President Donald J. Trump, is also behind us. Is it time to move on? Democrats managed to get 7 Republicans to vote with them, to vote for a conviction of Donald Trump for what happened here on January 6th. But now it's all over, and is it time to move on? And if so, how?
I think there's a lot that needs to be done before we can all heal from everything that's happened. So it's not over yet. I don't think it's over. It's time to move on, yes, from the previous administration, but it's still time to heal and go back to normal, because we're not normal yet.
You have to move on, but the thing is, I don't think he should have been impeached to start.
He's still looming, and I'm just still sick and disgusted that he got acquitted. It's not right. It's not right at all.
But moving on from Donald Trump won't be easy. What the former president symbolizes and means politically for people on each side of the political spectrum is rather complex.
If the reasons that Trump became elected are no more, I think the country will move on. If they continue to exist, I don't really see how that happens.
Here in the White House, the Biden administration is quite delighted that the impeachment trial of Donald Trump is already over. Why? Because this administration needs the Senate, needs the Republicans, needs a functioning Senate to pass laws, to actually push policies through the institutions of the United States of America. And don't forget, Joe Biden promised he will be the president who unifies the country, who helps the country to heal, and who brings back Republicans and Democrats in a common effort to do good for this country.
I have to hope that they're going to be working together and that it'll be better.
I also don't think Donald Trump is a unique thing that came up 4 years ago. I think this has sort of been building up for a while, and hopefully the country can move on.
I think it would be nice to heal the country finally after all this, but I just think President Trump is just so vindictive that he's just not done. He's just not done.
With or without Donald Trump in the picture, coming together politically is likely to remain a challenge for the country. Perhaps only time will help.